am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
And you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out.
Hi, hello, welcome and welcome back to Wendo's Diary. And yeah, it's been so long since you've seen this face or heard this voice. I took a break, but now I'm back. So yeah, let's just get to the juicy bit of everything that I've been doing. So let's get to that. So part of this journey of self-love, growth, and awareness is basically relationship is also part of it. And when I get here and talk about relationship most of the time, guys, I just want you not to make mistakes or don't find yourself in similar mistakes. And when I bring in issues to you guys, it's for you guys to learn a thing or two from the people who made these mistakes. And yeah, so there's this story that has been going around about a certain guy and a certain woman who are married and now they're divorced. So they were going after each other on the internet. And the guy is a narcissist, like straight up, the guy is a narcissist. And it's not that I'm taking sides, guys. Characteristic of a narcissist, first of all, is that that person never takes responsibility of their own actions. And then they always try and demean you, or rather make you feel like you're less of a human being. As in, they find things in you that to just break you with them. Like, they just want to break you. And when you bring in an issue, especially when they're the ones doing these things, when you bring in these issues, they tend to be aggressive and just overall, they just tend to flip the script and start treating you like you're the bad person. So yeah, so we're going to learn from Jamal and Amira's story, and I just want to bring to you guys the things that I've learned from this story and the thing that I want you guys to take out of it, the ones and twos. So let's get to that. So lesson number one, this one goes to the ladies. You can never own a man in the name of kutoka mbali, like coming from far. You can never own a man in the name of kutoka mbali, you're coming from far, simply because both of you guys have come from a place where you lacked and now you have it all. It doesn't mean that you have to rub it on this man's face, and it doesn't mean that you own them. You don't own them. People come from far, everyone comes from far, but people build themselves. But you can't say that I'll stick with this guy because we have history together, we've come from far. No, if the guy doesn't want you to own them or be part of their life, please just have some ego and just let them be, and just deal with your own things. Let them be. So yeah, and then lesson number two is establish boundaries. From the word go, from the time you're talking to this person, you're getting to know each other, know what you like, know what you don't like. Please establish boundaries with this person. Establish very clear boundaries. Say, I don't like this, I like this, I do like this one is okay. So yeah, establish boundaries from the word go with this person. Let them know the kind of person you are. Do not let them be playing with you, playing around, do whatever they want to do with you. Establish boundaries from the word go. Tell them what you like, what you don't like. Establish boundaries. I repeat, establish boundaries. So let's get to lesson number three. What I learned. Lesson number three. Never ignore red flags in a relationship. I repeat, never ignore red flags in a relationship. We all see these red flags, honestly speaking. We all see them. But at times we tend to be blind and be like, oh, he'll change. Oh, she'll change. She'll not, or he'll not. Wake up. The moment you see these things that this person is doing that are kind of a turn off for you, please highlight them. Talk about them, and if they can't change, if you see them, it's repetitive and it can't change, that is what you call madharau. Lack of respect. That person does not respect you enough or regard your feelings enough for them to see it fit for them to change their character and become a better person to make you feel comfortable in that relationship. So that's another thing. Establish boundaries, guys. And then let's go to point number four, lesson number four, what I learned from this entire drama and saga. So this one goes directly to people who are around my age. Guys, I know, like, at times, This one goes for the women. Please don't have raw sex, rather, because you don't want to get pregnant for this person from the word go. Because even when you see Amira's story, like Jamal, the way he was talking about it, he was like, oh, it's like I didn't even like her that much. We started dating, and then on the second of month of us dating, she got pregnant. Like, did you guys hear that? And then I'll put a clip here so that all parents out there, please show this clip to your kids. Like literally how some men out there are. When you're teaching your kids about men, please show them that. Because I feel like some of us don't really understand how men can be, how cruel they can be. We really don't understand that unless we see it for ourselves. So before you get to a point where you see it for yourself and go through all that torture and suffering, please check that clip out. I'll put it at the end of this video so that you guys just get to see how some men are. So yeah, the lesson that I learned is, point number 4 is, please do not lay down with that person. Please don't. Or rather, don't have raw sex where they come in you. I've said it so... yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because... this man. And then point number 5 is pride ruins a relationship. It cripples an individual. As in, there's something about pride that is not cute. There's something about pride that is not cute at all. The fact that you can stand in front of someone and try and make them feel like a lesser individual simply because you feel like you have it all figured out. Honey, cut that tail, please. Cut that tail or those horns. Please cut them. It's not cute. It doesn't look cute on you. Please just cut it off. Pride, I feel like I've been a victim and I've always prayed about it, by the way. Because there's a time where I felt like it was taking over me. There's a time where I was just like, ugh. The pride was just too much. Like, really. It was too much. So yeah, you work on pride. Pride is not a good thing. So yeah, when you're in a relationship, please put pride aside, or rather just throw it out altogether. When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be two individuals who are sane, who actually know what they want, and pride will not even help you in any way whatsoever. Or simply because you have money more than the guy, or simply because the guy has money more than you, he's too proud. It's not cute. It's not cute, honey. It's not cute. Pride is not cute at all. I don't find it cute personally. So yeah, that's point number 5. That is what I learned. In this whole situation, I felt like they both had some aspect of pride, like during the relationship and even after, when I had that entire story. I was like, ooh. So yeah, pride is a bad thing. Okay, let's go to point number 6. Like, what lesson did I get from that? So point number 6 is never ignore disrespect from your partner. Never ignore disrespect from your partner. Because I feel like when someone loves you, as in pride is not even part of the package. When love is on the way, pride is not even part of the package. And disrespect, honey, how do you disrespect me and you want me to ignore that? Like, for me, honestly, especially at this point in my life, I'm just like, when a man disrespects me, it's not worth it. What am I fighting for again? Why should I stick in this relationship and try fighting for it while you don't even want it in the first place? We can both go our separate ways. I don't have to have you. We don't have to be together. So get that? So yeah. So lesson number 8. Establish yourself physically, financially, mentally, and emotionally. Establish yourself. We are on that road where we want to establish ourselves both physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. So yeah, you need to establish yourself. You need to be at a good mental space when you get into a relationship. You need to be in a good mental space. You need to have established yourself physically. You need to have had certain things in life. You don't want to depend on a man. Or rather, a man should not depend on your money. and vice versa. So that is just what I'm saying. You need to establish yourself mentally. You need to be in a good mental space. You need to establish yourself financially. You need to be financially stable in case of anything. What if you have sex with this man and then he's not capable of taking care of the child? Are you capable of taking care of that child? So yeah, you need to be financially stable. And then point number 3, physically. You need to be physically stable, and yeah, you need to be stable in these sides that we're talking about. So let's go to point number 9. So lesson number 9 is there's a thin line between love and hate. Between love and hate, there's a thin line. This man or this woman who is talking so badly about you and is expressing so much hate towards you. Yes, this is the same person who professed their love to you. This is the same person who went and moved mountains rather for you. And right now they're talking like this about you. Honey, there's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between love and hate. So yeah, there's a thin line between love and hate. That is one thing that I've come to learn, and I'm so comfortable with that. I'm at a place where I'm just like, if the person I'm dating decides to ditch me and do some creepy ass shit, I am so gone. I am so gone. I do not have the patience for that. So yeah, there's a thin line between love and hate. Then lesson number 10, be your own person with your own mind. Be strong mentally, physically, and emotionally in such a way that you're emotionally or mentally or physically capable of making decisions on your own. Other people cannot influence your decision. Other people cannot come in and tell you what you need to do. You're at a place where you're able to like say, I don't need this, or I don't want this. You're able to make decisions on your own. People, external forces are not the ones to tell you what to do or rather what to think. You're able to make decisions on your own without people outside telling you what you need to do. If that guy is disrespecting you or there's a way or whatever, whatnot, you should be the one to actually sit down, come up with a decision, and not let other people make the informed decision for you. So yeah. Point number 11. Respect yourselves enough to think twice on how you handle yourself around your family and friends and people outside. Be careful enough, respect yourselves enough for you guys to actually understand or rather know how you handle yourselves around people. If you guys have issues, your own issues, please don't bring them out here. Like, I know it's like you're trying to tell other people, like, this is what I'm going through. This person not good. But at the same time, I find it distasteful. I do not like it when couples or people who are in a relationship start fighting and throwing words to each other. Oh, this is what happened. This is not what happened. I don't like that. I find it to be distasteful. So even around your family, this is something that I had to learn the hard way. Please put your things, rather your things about your relationship to yourselves. Nobody needs to hear that. And there are so many people out here who are not rooting for you in the first place. They pretend to be rooting for you, but actually they are not. So just keep your things to yourselves. Yeah, and know how to handle yourselves in public, even if you have serious detrimental whatever. Just keep your things to yourselves and know how to handle yourselves in public around people, especially around your kids. Kids don't forget. So yeah, put that in mind. Lesson number 12. Take accountability of your actions. So me as Wendo, what did I do in this relationship that has brought all these things? Or what have I done? Because I feel like by the time you come and move your separate ways, you'll have talked about these things. You'll have talked about them, wanted to like make things work out. But when you don't take accountability of the role you played in all this, is wrong. So you need to actually talk about it. You need to take accountability of your actions. What did you do in this relationship, or what is your role? And even it's all round. Even when it comes to family, what role have you played in this type of relationship that you have with certain someone? So you need to also think about that. And then this is point number 13, and it's so sad that this is the point that I'm going to use here. This is a lesson that I've learned. So yeah, lesson number 13 is don't degrade yourself to stoop too low in the name of children and fighting for marriage, and the other partner does the bare minimum. As in, you're the one who you're like, oh, I want to fight for a marriage, oh, I want us to work out, but the other guy, the other person, the other partner is not interested. Like, you can't force someone into a relationship. They'll feel like they're in a cage. So just don't try and make excuses for this person in the name of you trying to work things out. Because at times you might be delusional, thinking that you're still in a relationship, but in real sense you're not. So yeah, that's another point that I learned, and it's so sad. It's so sad. Please take care of yourselves, because your kids need you to be mentally stable. You don't put yourself in a mental state that is degrading and will make your kids feel a certain way simply because you're trying to make this work while the other partner is actually making things worse for you. Please don't. So this is another thing that I learned about narcissists. Narcissists tend to just leave you and jump into another relationship, or rather, you're still in a relationship with them and then they just jump into another relationship with another person. Don't jump into a relationship with another person before you actually heal. So yeah, and I don't think there's anyone in this world who can actually handle a narcissist if you're not a narcissist too. Because I feel like narcissists know each other, like they know how to deal with each other. They are able to deal with their toxic nature. So if you're not a narcissist, you're not toxic, honey, please. After that breakup, just work on yourself, build yourself. Furthermore, I feel like relationships tend to just drag someone behind. There's certain relationships that elevate someone, and there's certain relationships that don't. So dealing with a narcissist, honey, don't just jump into another relationship. You need to heal, because this person has drained you. Narcissists usually drain someone so much. And yeah, another point, which is point number 15. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is perfect. So don't be too quick to judge the other partner. Please give them some time to like reflect and work on themselves. That is what I think. You give them time to actually work on themselves and really think about what they want. And yeah, this is one of my worst fears. So this other lesson is actually one of my worst fear. Never let any relationship, and I repeat, any relationship, turn you into a bitter individual. Don't let any relationship actually turn you into a bitter individual and make you out to look like you cray or something of that sort. Don't let a relationship actually turn you into someone who's bitter. If you see you're starting to be bitter, honey, please run. I usually say that the moment I see that I'm starting to be bitter, oh my, that I'm the one fighting with other women whom you're the one who went, took your time and talked to them and told them how much you loved them. That I bring myself down, or I stoop down to a level where I'm starting to fight with the other woman, honey, please run. When you see yourself you get into such a situation, please just run. Because the fact that this man is too weak is a red flag on its own. So think about it. The lesson: anyone who disrespects you and acknowledges the other partner whom they're cheating on you with as better, or regards them as someone who's way 10 times better than you, honey, that man or that woman is not worth fighting for. You're fighting for the wrong partner. Your partner is out there still waiting for you, so go and look for that other partner. Leave this person who is delusional and all over the place. That partner is not worth it. Someone who can disrespect you and respect someone else, or rather a stranger that they've just come to learn a few months or rather a few weeks, and they think they know them, honey, that person is not worth it. That partner that you want to fight for is not worth it. This is another thing, and this is maybe the last lesson that I learned. Never try so hard to please a partner that does not see you. And when they see you, they tend to disrespect you. They tend to treat you like you're nothing, you're a nobody, you don't even exist. And in short, they disrespect you. When they see you, they hit you with stones. They disrespect you. Honey, that is not a partner you want to be with. So just walk away. just give up and walk away. So yeah, and then I'll leave you guys with this question, and I quote. So it is written, a man is asked to love his wife, while a woman is asked to respect the husband. Why do you think so? Why is it that a man is actually asked to love their wife and a woman is asked to respect their husband? Why do you think the Bible asked that? Why do you think the Bible had to put that like that? Because I feel like this is mine, this is what I think. Love actually makes you stronger, and love makes you love someone, appreciate them, respect them. So when you do the polar opposite, that's when that man does the polar opposite, that man does not love you. And it's time you just part ways. And then when it comes to a woman, this is one thing that I usually say, and even said when I made the other episode on things to think about before actually getting into a relationship. I said this. One thing about me, if I do not respect a man, if I find myself that I do not respect a man, we can't be in a relationship, because I have to respect you. I have to adore you. Your character has to be characters that actually bring out the best of you. I don't mean that you need to be perfect, but for me, respect is everything. If I do not respect a man, gosh, I feel like that man really annoys me when I don't respect a man. And I can't be in a relationship with a man that I do not respect. And even when I'm in the relationship and I feel like, there's certain characters that I didn't see when we were starting to date, but now I see them. I'm always like, I can't stay with you. We can't have a thing going on, cause one thing about me, when I don't respect a man, I obviously disrespect you, and I look at you like nothing, or rather a nobody, and I don't like that. So yeah, those are the lessons that I learned. Those are the lessons that I learned from Amira and Jamal's story, the couple who are all over Kenyan social media, throwing words at each other, trying to prove that, oh, this one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is wrong. So yeah, those are the lessons that I learned, and this is what I want to leave you guys with. This video of this guy who is actually so disrespectful, and I don't think he's okay. He's so delusional. And yeah, I want to leave that clip here for you guys to listen to it and just get a thing or two from it. So yeah.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat, because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a but nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out, because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a f. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point Can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
So yeah, have a blessed day. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord be with you. I'm so grateful for every single thing, and bye.